Alrighty, y'all. So, for the first time in 2 years ever, and I mean ever, your boy has finally, and I mean finally, is about to get his first ever. It's crazy because I summon on every single banner, but we're about to get our first ever max core character, which surprisingly it's going to be Alice, right? So I do have one right here, which is going to bring her to level 6, and then the final core level is 7. Right now, the only way I can get that is if I get another dupe, but obviously because of this new feature that Nikke has where they allow you to get pick any of these 3 characters when you have 100 of these recruit things, and this lasts for like basically ever practically, right? I can pick Alice and get that final dupe, so we're gonna actually do a multi. Hopefully we can get Phantom as well, because that's the only her and Flora, I guess, at this point, only like the characters I'm missing essentially. So hopefully we can get, you know, Phantom as well, which it doesn't look like we are going to, which is fine. You know, sometimes we got to take our L's here and there, but we are able to go ahead and pick Alice. Boom, we got her, and now we will finally have our first ever core 7 character on the account 2 years later, by the way, y'all. So boom. Right now, obviously I don't use Alice, right? Because the thing with Alice is that she is quite a hard character to use for me personally. I have overload gear and everything for her, but she's so difficult to use for me, right? The whole spam with your finger is not my thing. Also, I am now bringing my Twitter back essentially. I mean, I've always been using it barely, but my Twitter is going to become a news discussion thing where I post just DK tweets and stuff like that, have discussions, giveaways, right? All my giveaways probably will be happening on Twitter now. So if you guys want to go ahead and interact and follow my Twitter and stuff like that, I'll leave the link in the comments, and it's obviously already in the description. I'm gonna actually make a tweet right now. There, so I just made a post, got my first ever core 7 unit. Oh, I made a mistake. I put unit. I mean to put unit. I cannot. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Unit, and it's Alice. Who was your first max core Nikke and or your highest duped Nikke? And then you guys can go ahead and share that down below. So yeah. So let's go ahead and try out Alice. Now, the thing about me and Alice is that I don't actually use Alice unless I'm using her with Scarlet and as like a sub DPS essentially, right? I think when you do get them core 7, you get like some unique thing with their profile. So if you go here, then I can do this, and it has the plasma or whatever, the prism mode or whatever. I kind of like that, so we might leave it there, right? Because now I have that little flash thing. It's kind of like a flex, right? Let me get one actually centered around her as well for the frame, and then we can get into like a little showcase for her as well. So this right here is for Alice specifically. I don't really like that one though, and I don't really have any other cooler ones, so we're gonna go with this one. It's fine. But boom, there you go, Alice. I gotta fix her up, and let's go ahead and try her out now, right? She is a very, very powerful character. She is a very, very powerful character, but let me build a team. So normally when I use Alice, I use her with this team right here, right? It's probably better if I do this, right? I use her with this team right here, and then I just kind of use her as a support towards Scarlet, because anytime you enter a full burst, 2 allies with the highest attack will get charge speed increase and charge damage increase for 10 seconds. Very, very helpful for obviously Scarlet, somebody who is quite the character when she's going crazy. So let's go ahead, try it out, and see what this is about, right? Let's see how good she is. I mean, we're gonna see her numbers go up, right? Her skills are not really going up, it's just her actual damage, right? But this is again auto Alice. I don't use Alice like the manual clicking. I just never was able to do it. I've tried for like years now to get it done. I just cannot do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how to do it. If you guys want to teach me in the comments, by all means, but I cannot do it. I cannot sacrifice my hands to make a character good, right? I just cannot. But if you look at Scarlet here, 19 million because of obviously Alice and Alice's helpful abilities, where look at her charge speed and stuff like that, charge damage increase and all that stuff as well. We went from 19 million to a good 144 million with Scarlet Black Shadow. Like, that's how good like Scarlet and Alice is together. And Alice just got 15 million. The thing is, when Alice uses her burst skill, she does kind of go crazy, right? 44 or 41% attack buff, and then obviously a 71 charge speed buff for 10 seconds. Quite crazy, right? Let's go to her actually, right? And we can see her damage here with all the buffs on top. So that's her burst skill, whatever. Now she's at 20 million after her burst skill. It's not gonna be as crazy as Scarlet's, obviously. I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't think it could be. But she can hit very hard, right? But just not as a thing, right? And she went from 20 million to 59 million, right? And the whole point of her is like, if you manual, like you spammed with your own fingers, you would actually be able to get that to like 100 million. I've seen it happen, right? I just can't. Like, I try my best. So every time I do it, I just can't do it. I just cannot do it, bro. I guess you're supposed to do it when you're in her full burst, but I guess my build is just not good enough where I can just click and she does it, right? Like the whole point is you're supposed to like instantly charge and then let it go, right? I guess maybe after this one I'll try it again, but I just don't think it's in the cards for me, y'all. They just don't let me do it, bro. They don't let me do it. Hey, I'm doing it. I think I was doing it. I don't know. I see a lot of people go way faster, but I guess it's based on your build, right? This is what I mean when I say you have to sacrifice your soul for her to work. Literally, like you have to sell your soul for Alice to work, because you need to fully invest into her, right? I'm talking like pay your rent, pay your bills, but give it to Alice, and then you need to learn how to, you know, use your fingers. Your hand game has to be on point, hey yo, and I'm not with that. I'm just joking, y'all. If you guys want to use your hands, use your... That's a bit fishy. I ain't gonna lie. Pause, y'all. But you know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, I do like using Alice with Scarlet as a support. I think Scarlet does way too much damage regardless, that I don't really care if I'm losing that much damage from Alice. Like, look at Scarlet. What is Scarlet at for her damage right now? Right? Where are we at? Where's the cursor? Right here. We're at 643 million with just Scarlet, right? We're a type advantage as well, but still, right? Like, and then here's Alice, right? Alice just does Alice things. And then yeah, so she's not bad either. 56 million. Like, she's not bad, bro. I'm telling you, Alice is a good character. I'm sure you guys already know that Alice is a really good character. You just got to sell your soul for it to work, right? I'm sure I'll get it one day. I'm sure I'll get the way she's supposed to work and all that good stuff. I'm sure I'll figure it out one day, but today is not going to be that day. It's as clear as day. I just cannot do it. But you guys can let me know some tips and tricks. I'm happy that Alice is my first ever core 7 character. It's just like, why not? Right, why not? Because she's just so cool, right? I like Alice. I like the bunny Alice as well. Like, Alice is a very cool character. I like this outfit. It's one of my favorite outfits in the game. So if it was anybody, I was actually worried it was gonna be Emma. All right, I'm not really the biggest fan of Emma, so I'm glad it was not Emma. But look, we even got higher. We even went up by 1. Boom, perfect. 310 million from Alice, core 7, and then 951 from Black Shadow Scarlet. And again, Alice could hit way harder. I'm just not one of those people who can do it. But you guys let me know what you think, right? If you guys want to go ahead and tell me your first core 7 character, you can let me know in the video, right? The comments down below. But I would prefer if you head to my Twitter, which again I will leave in my pin comments, and then it also is in the description. That's where all my interactions will be happening with you guys. So if you guys want to talk to me, that's where I am. Anyways, it's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.